Welcome to Tekzilla Bites, feeding your check hunger fast. I'm a huge fan of Jimmy Buffett. Whether you're a Parrothead or not, you probably know Cheeseburger in Paradise, and of course, Son of a Sailor, an album I recently got to introduce my two young boys to. What you probably don't know is the man is a big fan of technology and especially of drones. Jimmy Buffett, welcome to Tekzilla.
How are you, Patrick? Good to see you.
Good to see you, man. Welcome back.
Well, thanks. Floating by here, I got to watch you before from the wings, and now somebody made the bad mistake of putting me out here.
Well, this is pretty fun. You actually, I mean, along with being, okay, you're Jimmy Buffett.
Yeah, last time I looked. Yeah.
You have a monster summer show list. You are a pilot.
Yep.
You are, I mean, we could go on for a while. You spend a lot of time playing around with some really cool technology.
Well, we do, and it's kind of fun because I think about when I'm lucky enough to have been doing this almost 40 years now. There was no technology and touring back then that we know today. Technology was behind cameras, or behind, there weren't even cameras, but sound technology, which was a lot of that came out of San Francisco and the Dead and their sound company. But that was technology. Technology was sound and lights. Now it's a whole new ballgame. I love playing in it.
Well, one of the things that was kind of crazy is you guys are playing around running drones during your sets now.
Yes.
What have you guys discovered trying to run drones in the middle of a live show with 40,000 people?
Well, it's interesting because we came across it because we mount our tour up in Austin, Texas. It's a comfortable place where we go, and so we'll spend 2 weeks there to rehearse, and this year it'll be like in April. And a company called DJI was located out of there. And it so happens, but I do go fishing for Parrotheads and techno companies. And the CEO of DJI was raised on a sailboat by his father,
Nice.
with my background music, yada, yada. So, but I was looking at it because the common sense approach, if you've ever worked with, well, with this setup, with any kind of camera setup and anything like that, what you can do with a drone and the flexibility as opposed to stationary, cranes or tracks or things like that was amazing. So they were there. We had 2 weeks of rehearsal. So I said, show me what this thing can do. And I got two young guys that work for me, the Margurillas, Heikki and Lars Larson. And so they worked with the guys and came out and kind of showed me, and we'd let them come, and we were doing our rehearsals. And once I saw it, I just wanted to make sure I let them shoot us from afar, and then I let them come in a little closer as I knew their pilot skills were adequate enough to not crash into me while we were doing it.
That's a reasonable fear, because I've seen people do some strange things with drones. Are you guys actually using live footage during the show on the big projectors, or is this something that...
We can't stream yet. We're working on it, but what we're doing is doing crowd shots before, because you've been to that parking lot. You know what it's like out there.
It's fun.
It's and I've always said we've always consider the audience as much a part of our show as the musicians on the stage are, because everybody's having such a good time.
Absolutely.
And the creativity that comes out in that parking lot or at the tailgate, to me, I'm always fascinated by it. So I'd always see the rushes when we send cameras out, regular old style cameras, but now with GoPros and the new Garmin Virb camera, which we're kind of into, you can get such great stuff so quickly that we do, by the end of the show, we can put it all, there'll be stuff from that day that goes into the show on the big screens that night.
That's pretty amazing. The Margurillas, are they posting the videos they do on YouTube as the tour is running?
Yeah, they do.
I mean, what's that like for you to actually see behind stage becoming such a huge part of the online presence?
Well, there's always been this incredible mystery of backstage, and usually they're just really pitiful looking places. It's like, I know you're a glamorous set here, but back there it's cables and it's wires and just don't go there.
Watch out for that thing. And
yeah, the toilets don't work most of the time.
Something moves in the corner.
The showers don't have any hot water. It's a glamour of backstage, but to everybody else, it's like, when the color goes on in The Wizard of Oz. It's like Oz. I'm not arguing with that, because if people want to see that, it's pretty interesting. But the Margurillas, they've been around so much that I trusted them enough to go up, and I just let them into a normal day on the road like that, because they knew when to shoot, when not to shoot. There's some things that I don't want seen out there that
Sure.
for no other reason other than it's kind of private and we do it. But there's other stuff that's fascinated by you know, let's face it, it's a pretty good job to have out there, and it's kind of wild to walk out in front of 25 or 30,000 people screaming and go, this is it.
It's a pretty crazy thing. The energy has to be incredible. When you, I mean, I asked you to bring your bag.
Yes.
Up. You like your toys, man. Can we see what you're carrying around with you these days? Because last time you walked in, you're the only person other than me I know
Did
that's
you
used
work
a
for
Virb
TSA?
camera.
I mean, the last person that did this was in France, and I almost got in trouble.
I have no bomb sniffer. I have no badge.
I already checked for any kind of, you know. We are up in Northern California. We're in the Bay Area.
We're pretty relaxed around
here. I'm gonna open up my bag. So what I have today, I got a Droid phone, and I got an iPhone. This I just got. I was at SpaceX last week.
Really?
Yes. I went on a tour to SpaceX. So they give you a little bag, and I have some SpaceX headphones that I got.
Are you planning on taking one of, like, how early on SpaceX are you going to be on?
I want to go, and it's a chronological thing. I know that John Glenn went at 72, so it's no. You can look up my age on the internet. So I'm 67, so that gives me 5 years to get there.
So hopefully
I'm gonna stay in good shape for that long. I got my iPad, my iPad Mini that I run my life on. Oh, here's some good stuff over here.
The chargers, the cables.
Look, I got a SpaceX double USB plug-in DC thing. Good old SpaceX. They spare no expense there.
Memory card.
Memory card for a mini, and let's see, more mini plugs. You can't have enough mini plugs, and that's it. So I'm teched up here, Patrick.
It's a good thing.
Yeah.
Galaxy Note 2, you like the phablet size, the big screens?
Yes, like the big screen, and now this is because they've got an app. DJI has an app for the Phantom 2, the drone. So you just put this on your controller, and you can see what the camera sees on here.
Is that your favorite technology right now, the drones?
Yes, I love the drone, and I'm doing it, because I'm doing it on my surfboard. I just did a little passage by myself on my sailboat, and I put them all on that. And then we've only done it for a year,
right.
But going back to Austin now, it's Moore's Law going crazy here. We've got some very interesting things we're going to do this year on tour with it.
Keep us posted, Jimmy.
Okay,
Thank you.
It's great to pass by. All right.
I want to thank Jimmy Buffett for making the time to talk to us. We were talking before about cold water surfing and why it sucks. It's cold, people. That's got me thinking about watching some warm water surfing. I can find a whole bunch of amazing documentaries and films up on Netflix.com/Tekzilla. Ladies and gentlemen, if you haven't signed up for Netflix, you should. And if you do, you're going to be supporting the show. And you can find a whole bunch of really good surf videos. There might even be something on sale in there for you. Tekzilla Bites don't feature Jimmy Buffett too often, but we do have a lot of great product reviews, how-tos, tips and tricks to keep your tech running, whether it's your computer, your phone, or pretty much anything involving technology in your life. Please subscribe at youtube.com/Tekzilla. Comment down below, or if you're out on the internet, go to Tekzilla.com and sign up via iTunes or whatever your favorite podcatcher is. I'm Patrick Norton. Thank you for watching this episode of Tekzilla Bites.